Car washing is a process you should enjoy. At Adams Polishers, we really want you to enjoy it, and that's why we're happy to introduce our car wash foam gun. What is a car wash foam gun and what's it do for you? Well, basically it takes diluted car wash shampoo and allows you to foam down your entire vehicle by simply spraying it at the car. Now, it's not going to replace your 2-bucket wash. This is just an add-on to your existing wash process that makes it a little easier, more effective, and more fun. Our car wash shampoo gun is very high quality. Rather than going with molded pieces, these are all solid machine pieces of plastic, so they're done on a CNC lathe. They're hand assembled with stainless steel quick releases, and it even features this quick release and a really nice nozzle. This nozzle is great. It's got a nice trigger grip and real comfortable in your hand. It actually has a really nice spray pattern, great for rinsing your car as well. So how do you incorporate the Adams car wash foam gun into your car wash routine? Well, it's actually pretty simple. You're not going to change a whole lot. It's just one additional step in the process that makes it a little bit safer, a little bit more fun, a little bit more effective. You're still going to want to start like you always do, by washing your wheels and tires. You want to make sure that you get the wheels clean with deep wheel cleaner and a brush, and scrub those tires with APC before you ever introduce any water to the paint. Reduce your chances of water spots that way. Now, to prep the foam gun, what you're going to do is add 2 ounces of our blue car wash shampoo to the foam gun canister and fill it the rest of the way with water. Now, if you're using our original formula, the red formula, you're going to want to use somewhere between 3 and 4 ounces, possibly upwards of 5. It's a little less concentrated, so it does take more soap within the foam gun. While you're at it, take that time to prep your buckets. No sense in rushing around at the last minute while you've got water on the car. So add your couple of ounces of car wash shampoo to the wash pad and place in the bottom of one of the buckets. Spray water directly into it, create that nice thick lather. Fill your second bucket with just clean water so you have your rinse bucket ready to go. Now that you've got everything set up, you can use this trigger sprayer here minus the foam gun to rinse the car down. It's a great way to do that, and you also want to do that thoroughly. The water and the pressure from the hose is going to knock loose a lot of that dirt and debris and make washing a lot safer. There's absolutely no sense in just going straight to soap when you can let the water do some of the work for you. Once you've thoroughly rinsed the car off and it's all ready to be foamed down, simply take the foam gun and attach it to the trigger sprayer using the quick connect. Once it's fully engaged, point it to the car, pull the trigger, and you'll have foam ready to go. You'll be able to blast down the entire car, covering it with a nice thick lather. Now, this is the part where it doesn't necessarily replace your 2-bucket wash. You're still going to run over to your bucket, grab your wash pad with some soapy water on it, and wash one panel at a time. As the wash pad becomes contaminated, rinse it off in your rinse bucket, inspect it, make sure there's no debris in the wash pad, dunk it back in the soap bucket, and you're back to the next panel. What's great about a foam gun is because you've introduced all this foam and lather to the vehicle, all that soap is actively suspending the minerals and lubricating the surface. So even if it does dry on a hot day, you don't have to worry about it. It makes it ideal for washing outside in the middle of the summer. Even if the soap does dry, it's not going to cross spots. It wipes off effortlessly. As the product development manager here at Adams, I've had a ton of time with this foam gun and tested it very thoroughly, and I'm really excited to get it into your hands. It's not an absolute must-have item in your arsenal, but it does make washing so much easier, so much more effective. And like I touched on those hot sunny days, makes it a lot safer, much less likely for your car to get water spots. The high quality construction makes it a piece that you'll have for a very long time, and I'm really confident you're going to enjoy it. When you first receive your Adams car wash foam gun, there's going to be a little bit of setup required just for that first run so you can get it dialed in and ready to go. First thing you're going to notice, these things ship very nicely. We've got them labeled on the outside so you'll be able to get excited when that shows up on your doorstep, but you also see inside we take a lot of care in packaging these nicely for you. Now when you cut this open, just be sure to not cut too deep with the razor blade so you don't nick or gouge anything. Cut real shallow across the tape line. Now once it's open, you're going to find a few things inside. First thing you want to take out is the printed manual. All the information that you found here in this video is going to be available in the manual. It's good to have on hand just in case you forget anything and don't have access to the video. Set that aside and definitely keep it for later. Also inside, you'll have your foam gun and the trigger assembly. Now we're going to go ahead and set the trigger assembly aside. This is already ready to use. Nothing we need to do with that. We'll also go ahead and discard the box. Nothing else in there that we need. So now that you've got this out of the box, you're going to go ahead and unscrew the canister from the foaming head. Set the foaming head aside, and inside you're going to notice a few things. First thing is this intake tube. Now this is the tube that's going to actually draw the solution out of the canister and up through the foam gun. Set that aside. Also importantly inside is this bag of metering tips and a color-coded guide. Now, we've done a lot of testing on a variety of different water pressures, and the type of metering tip we recommend you start with seems to be the most common one used. And that would be the yellow-green metering tip down here. So you're going to want to pull that one out. Now, why do we include all these different metering tips? Well, the truth of the matter is, there is a variety of different water pressures depending on where you're at in the world, if you have well water versus city water, a number of factors. So we determined that the yellow-green is the most common size, but you might want to adjust up or down depending on your individual situation. Lower water pressure, or maybe it isn't drawing solution fast enough, go with a bigger metering tip. Maybe it's drawing it too fast, maybe bump it down a little bit. You can adjust up and down, but we do suggest you start with the yellow-green. So you're going to take the foaming head, and you'll notice this blue barb on the underside. You take your metering tip, which also had a threaded end on it, and you're just going to simply thread that on to the blue barb fitting. No need to use tools for this part of the assembly. Just hand tight is good enough. So you want to tighten that until it's all the way on there. Just hand tight though. Once that's fully seated, you're going to grab that intake tube. And the intake tube is going to slide over the metering tip and over that blue barb fitting until it's all the way on there. Once it's on there, give it a tug and make sure it's fully seated. It's on there, ready to go. Now you're ready to wash your car. Now, if you find yourself having any questions at all about your Adams foam gun or any of the products that we've demonstrated, please give us a call, toll free at the number at the bottom of your screen right now. You can also visit us on our forums and discuss the foam guns, share pictures of you foaming your car down, ask questions about how much car wash soap you should be using for your situation, or maybe even discuss some of the different uses you can have for a foam gun once you have one in your collection. We're happy to have you there. Thank you for your business, and we really hope you enjoy your Adams car wash foam gun.